I seem to have a problem here. There is rust and maybe some sediment in the water. I'm on a well. It's only about 5 years old, but there seems to be lots of rust. Maybe it's from the steel casing. But it plugged up the toilet and the sink aerators in no time. You can hear the water running, but it takes about 10 minutes to fill the tank. And there's a bunch of rust and sediment in the bottom. I have to also clean out these aerators every couple of weeks because they get plugged up. There's lots of little chunks. There's the color of the water from the tank after I pull out the fill valve. Looks pretty gross. I drink water from the tap. Ugh. Okay, I've separated the bottom portion from the top portion. There's a screen inside here. We can see there's a lot of crap in there. So in order to get rid of this problem, the only remedy is to put a water filter for the whole house. Okay, the fill valve screen has been cleaned and I cleaned up the rest of it so that can go back in. Okay, we'll turn the water back on. Much better. Here's a shot of the well casing here. So now let's go and install the new well house filter. Okay, here's the water filter. It has a 1-inch inlet and outlet. 10 gallons per minute maximum flow. I have pre-installed some copper adapters on each end here and an adapter for PEX to the existing water line. I've also installed a shutoff on the outlet side so water from the house doesn't come running into the filter when the housing is removed. The main shutoff is not too far away from here, so I'm not going to bother putting another valve on this end. Here's a standard cartridge for rust and sediment. That'll take care of the problem. It'll probably have to be replaced maybe every 4 months or so. It also comes with a mounting bracket and a wrench to loosen and tighten the housing. Okay, before the water filter is put in and the water supply piping is changed, I'm just going to flush out the water heater because I'm sure that's got a lot of junk in the bottom too. So the hose is attached and the relief valve is open. That'll help to allow the water to drain out with gravity flow. And just give it a couple shots to help agitate the sediment in the bottom. Oh yeah, and also the make sure that the burner's off, no sense having that running too. Yeah, it's coming out with quite a bit of sediment and rust here. Okay, here we have the filter housing mounted on the wall. It has a plywood backing, so now it's nice and strong. The piping can now be changed to run up the wall here up to the filter, and then it'll go down back there and in behind, and then the cold water supply to the water heater will have to be changed too. Before I turn the cold water supply off, I'll just give this tank a bit of an agitation here. Next I can begin on cutting the existing pipe here. I've got the PVC cutter, I've got a crimp ring remover. That way I can make use of the existing fittings. There's the crimper here. I have the 3/4 and 1 inch jaws. Now the cold water supply can be turned off. All the 1 inch has now been pieced together, just waiting to be crimped, and including a new piece running up to the cold water supply from the water heater. The 1 inch die has been installed in the crimper jaws. Another tip for the rings that slide too easily, just give them just a little bit of a squeeze of the pliers, and it'll help kind of keep them from sliding around back and forth here. Okay, and here's the last one. Okay, there. Housing is on. Now we can check for leaks. Alright, everything looks okay. We can turn the water on here to the water heater. That can fill up again, and we can turn on the gas. Here you can see a couple of the used pieces of pipe that I cut out. Once it's dry, the rust really shows up. That's built up on the inside. Compared to a new piece. And even look how much rust is on that rag from wiping up some spilled water.
Okay, let's see if we can get any rust to come out. Should be pretty clean. I'll just flush it out a little bit. Just a little bit, not bad. Well, that completes that job. Thanks for watching.